Hey guys, thanks for being here and watching. In this video, we're going to look at a couple of interviews and also explanation of how Kiely's communication situation happened. Now, here, when the two friends that you see are interviewed, they do specify that mom wanted to get as much social media attention as possible, which is why, after everything has happened the way it happened, why her attitude is the way now. But please, I really want everybody to be respectful to these two people. I don't think they did anything wrong, but again, a couple people are part of the community.
I spoke to two family friends of the Rodni family today who said this was not the outcome anyone was hoping for.
Just sorrow and hope. And
she's very strong.
If you remember from a video I posted a while back from Sacramento Bee, I believe, this was that same lady outside the community center with the flowers in her hand. So again, this is just another
very
friend.
Very strong woman, but who can be strong? All I can think of is the broken heart emoji that we all keep texting back and forth. We all know about that one.
Kiely definitely was special. She meant so much to so many people.
I really believe them all when they say that Kiely was so special. And I say it because I do believe Kiely was just so different than many of the kids here. I mean, all kids are precious, all kids are beautiful, but I don't know, and I feel it in my heart. I feel like there was just something so different about Kiely.
Not that every child that's a loss is special, but it's devastating.
I came out here several times with different people and joined the search, joined the topo map thing, and went out to Prosser, went on my own searches, did a lot of, I know Bev and I did a lot of posters at the request of the family. We
canvassed it, reposting.
And the family had asked us a social media post, so...
It was just so important, this social media aspect of this case. There were so many news clips about it. There were so many people that heard about it. I mean, can you really blame us for still talking about it?
I know on my page, and I know on your page. And then I asked all my friends on my social media to share, and some people from Santa Barbara were sharing. I mean, we just had no idea where she was. So, I mean, there was people in Arizona. I know my brother posted in Arizona. So the family had asked active social media. So, yeah, definitely.
And thanks to social media, she was found. Thank you to AWP. Thank you to the people that reached out. I mean, they said it themselves. They had an overwhelming amount of people reach out to them for Kiely.
We're getting answers tonight on CBS Sacramento. Who was notified and when? That outside organization said they called members of the Rodni family as well as law enforcement. Today, we learned from some of those law enforcement authorities and Kiely's mom herself that may not have been the case. We're digging into that here tonight on CBS Sacramento starting at 4.
All right, so in this next part, they're going to be talking about who informed who, how they were informed, etc. And you're going to hear this gentleman on a motorbike saying that sometimes the obvious answer is the answer. And in this case, I could not agree more with him. So, again, they should have found her. I don't understand, especially with so many agencies. But, you know, let's keep going.
There's all this rumor and speculation on the internet, and what it comes down to is the most obvious answer turns out to be what happened.
Amen, sir. So where she was found was right by that party. Too many excuses, in my opinion. Too many cooks in the kitchen that didn't even know how to cook.
Volunteers like Jim came from all over with the hopes she'd be found alive. Like Rodni's family and friends, hope kept them going.
Not knowing has been so hard, I think, for the family.
With her car now found, CBS 13 asked, why did the search start as an abduction?
I really appreciate how CBS News put this all together and the questions they are asking. And look at how they put this together, and let me know what you think in the comments.
A captain with the Nevada County Sheriff's Office said it was perhaps a miscommunication.
We couldn't say it wasn't an abduction, but we also never said that it was an abduction.
Miscommunication at the start of the search and miscommunication when Rodni was found. Adventures with Purpose said they called Rodni's family and law enforcement. That's not exactly what we heard from law enforcement earlier.
I don't know that we received a first call. I think we reached out to them after we read it online.
With 150 law enforcement officials, they said it's possible a call came in, but they had to be proactive when the news of this find started to spread.
I think there's still some sketchy details on exactly how that contact went out.
The same goes for family. Adventures with Purpose said Rodni's dad and grandpa were one of their first calls. Her mom personally told CBS 13 she didn't know what they'd found until she saw it on social media.
This is something that Lindsay Neiman put up on Facebook. Let it be known that Adventures with Purpose has not contacted me or Tony a single time throughout this ordeal. Not to offer condolences, not when the car was discovered, not once. I am so tired of hearing how wonderful they are when they all have done it to, when all they have done is make speculation on my daughter's death, on their questions, make themselves heroes. They are not and will never be my hero. This was meant to be our story, not theirs. Please do not give them their pen or allow them authorship. So I took this screenshot from this TikTok channel. I forgot the name, but if you know the name, I'll put it down in the comments or I'll find it. But just to give you some context there.
Yeah, the tragedy remains deep. We don't want to lose sight of the fact that a young person lost their lives, but so many questions around this. So let's talk about this one, Madison. I know that the sheriff's office involved in this. Did they say if they searched that area of the reservoir before this volunteer group came in to search there?
Yeah, Tony, we asked the same thing today. They said they did and went through a list of agencies that had divers, swimmers, and ROV out on this very body of water. They said ultimately there were a few things working against them, one of which was that the car was found upside down, which made the search difficult, not to mention if any silt or dirt was moved and obscured the view of that car. And then, of course, there was more information that was given to Adventures with Purpose that was coming into this almost 2 weeks into the search. They said they shared with them information that was not made public yet.
I don't know about you, but I'm curious as to what this information was. Are they implying that it was because of this information they were able to find Kiely? In my opinion, it just seems like there are more excuses coming from the quote-unquote 19 agencies that were there to find Kiely rather than solutions. I know that a lot of things were going on in that time period that they were searching for her. However, as soon as AWP came in, no one was grateful for that. If anything, I almost got the sense like, they felt a bit humiliated, which is understandable. But at the end of the day, you still have to thank them, don't you?
Which allowed them to really narrow their focus of that search. Then add to it just the change in water levels from August 6th to today. One of the Nevada County Sheriff's captains that spoke said there's a 3 to 4 foot difference now, which could translate to 20 to 25 feet from the shore of a difference, which he said they don't know for sure if that played a role, making it easier to find Rodni's car yesterday. But he said that's definitely going to be something that they look into as part of their debrief moving forward.
There was information that helped narrow down where to find her. But you're still talking about abduction. You're still talking about all these other things. Now I'm really believing many people knew that she was in the water. That's why everyone said, find the car and you'll find Kiely. Excuse me, it was Grandpa. But many people were pushing that. Find the car and you'll find Kiely. Many people knew she was in the water. And without knowing, they were already telling on themselves. That's my opinion. Thank you for being in here and watching. And let me know what you guys think. I'll see you hopefully tomorrow for trivia night. All right. Bye, y'all.